Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, storm riders of the thunder race of the new Valhalla. We are in the most intense and expansive times of this era. Celebrate your wins and gains and release the rest. We rise together in the ascension of consciousness into the quantum transformation of the new human. I came here to greet you in the midst of the storm and let you know we are the storm flooding this realm with ethereal luminous rays of inspirational light. The glow emanates from the crown to halo the vessel in the culmination of our transcendence. The high priestess of the seventh gate is with us now, leading the way through the dimensional veils into our ascended sacred self of the unborn mind of Buddha. This is the kingdom of heaven within, made manifest without. Tate, the wind, is here as a messenger of the spirit beings to assist you in your final mission of this great awakening. We anchor and bridge the two worlds with the power of our almighty I Am presence. In this great flowering of the new human resonance, we align to our divine purpose and live our passions of time as art. As we tap into our full creative potential, we bring into manifestation our true heart's delights. Living from our heart, being connected to all things, we become real human beings of the original way. The unknowable mind of the great mystery is shining out from every heart center to fulfill our divine covenant as way-showers of the new earth. Our rainbow bridge is connected and lighting up to lead the way to heaven upon earth. We are on the precipice of full compression breakthrough into supernova, Christ-conscious beings of total illumination. Let your heart be your guide, and your mind hold the vision of the paradise this world is shifting to be. This is a merging of positive timelines into the light of our current trajectory, the emergence of our true nature of eternal light. Aho! Abundance codes for today: 222, 2121, 272, 3412, 157, 891. And with the daily abundance codes, just focus on the energy, the resonance of these number sequences, and think, hold the vision of abundance for yourself, your family, and all of humanity. You can use the words of abundance and the numbers as a sacred mantra. Welcome to today's transmissions. I am Paul White Gold Eagle from PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions for you today, so be sure to stick around to the very end. And if you could please do us a favor, like this video, leave a comment below, and share this with your teams and groups all over this realm to get our messages out to more of our team of the 144,000 and assist us in this great ascension process of Gaia and all her children. 737 coming in, 37 into 73, heaven on earth, 333. The codes, the frequencies, and the synchronicities are coming in constantly now. We use these as signs, signals, and guides to our higher purpose. Danagila Walela, the sacred hummingbird, with us now, transmitting the sacred sounds and the sweet nectars, the sacred mana of the heavens, to your crown now. Feel into the energy of Walela. And now, with all these powerful energies coming in, we had many activations all over Pachamama, with 106 M1.5 or greater earthquake activations all over this realm, with the most powerful today with a 5.6 Kermadec Islands. This was at 5:12 UTC on the Ring of Fire just south of the Tropic of Capricorn. Earlier today we had an activation, La Libertad, Mexico 4.2, the Portal of Liberation. Then the Kermadec activation, Homer, Alaska, and the Crown of Lemuria, 3.7, 37 into 73, Heaven on Earth, and the Heart of Lemuria, Pahala, Hawaii, 3.3, and the Kermadec 5.6 is in the Lower Dantian, 444 coming in. Lower Dantian is translated from Chinese to mean field of elixir, or elixir field. This is the sacred alchemy, the 3 holy portals within every living avatar. And after the heart activation, we move over to the sacred portal, Sun Chang, China 4.6. This was right on the sacred Yangtze River. This river carries the energy of the yellow dragon, the gold dragons. 4.6 with a 10-kilometer depth, 1010 portal. First portal to my sacred Condor, San Martin, Peru, South America. Just south of the equator, we had a 4.7 activation in the foothills of the Andes Mountains, home of our sacred condors. Divine, feminine, goddess energy coming in. We had 2 powerful activations in the root chakra of Pachamama, the coiled serpent, the head of the serpent, South Sandwich Islands, 4.9, 13, divine goddess, and a 5.27 of creation, creating together the new earth. Antofagasta, Chile, South America, 4.7, right on the Tropic of Capricorn, off the coast of Oregon, not too far from where the eagle condor roost, 4.4, divine 44 coming in, another activation in the heart chakra, Lemuria, Pahala, Hawaii, 3.3, 33, divine mastery, Fiji, 4.9, another activation, Peru, Andes Mountains, 4.8, Kundalini of Pachamama, 12, divine feminine, Indonesia 4.5, council of 9 coming in, and then a 4.4 and another 4.6 in Fiji. Very deep, 520 kilometers depth. This is right in between the equator and the Tropic of Capricorn. Connected to the lower Dantian, the Xia Dantian, the culmination of Qi, the energy, the power within. As Mother Earth rises, we rise with her. Now we continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 29 degrees, 54 minutes Gemini. The sun is at 0 degree, 3 minutes Sagittarius. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 1 degree Sagittarius. Retired army veterans gather to reawaken old memories. And the current Sabian symbol for the moon at 0 degree Gemini. A parade of bathing beauties before large beach crowds. Very risque, from astrologyweekly.com. And now my sacred Condor, priestess of La Luna, Magdalene, pulled a card for you today from the oracle deck Beyond Lemuria, from Izzy Ivy. And the card she pulled for you today, very powerful card, 48, Surrender. Trust, letting go of control, free flow, receptivity, yin energy, inner knowing, intuition, synchronistic opportunities, getting out of your way, the path of least resistance, allowing who you naturally are to flourish. Surrendering can be one of the hardest things to do. Trusting that we can achieve more by loosening our control can take great courage. Sometimes the most constructive way forward is to stop forcing things into being, rather than allowing, inviting, and drawing a project into being. The energy here is of frustration, as if you are pushing something heavy up a mountain. At these times, gravity or flow don't seem to be on your side. Use this awareness as a guide when you start to detour from your path. When control is released, so too is resistance. One of the biggest skills we can learn is to get out of our own way. When we are in a receptive place, we are open to a world of opportunities, and the great mysteries can unveil themselves. The mind loves to control the outcome, but this only creates limitations. It can feel scary, but when we allow ourselves to be caught by the universe, myriad possibilities open to us. The painting is called A Star is Born, and its message is about becoming the star you came here to be. You can reach your peak life experience through surrendering and allowing who and what you truly are to flourish. Today be more by doing and trying less. This advice goes against the grain of our striving culture that encourages us to source from outside ourselves and to busy ourselves out of a natural state of all-knowing bliss. Surrender is a key element in the creative process. When I let go and flow, allowing intuition over direction, I find I create far more powerful works. That is not to say our lives should be left to the slipstream. The message is about freeing ourselves from the paradigm of control and force. Yes, we can achieve with this mode, but we also lose opportunities for magic. A synchronistic meeting, following our intuition, and being in the right place at the right time can outweigh months of careful planning. Divinatory meaning: loosen your hold on the reins and know the universe will catch you. Trust, even though things are not as you imagined. Stay poised and aligned with your purpose. At the last minute, the situation will reveal its magic. And today, from Divine Sistar of the Light, Divine Feminine 7777, the lunar eclipse brought us through a tunnel onto the other side, and we need to integrate the shifts that happened, which is why we need to sleep a lot more right now, because we are clearing and readjusting our systems while sleeping. We might be triggered a lot by the people around us that have not made it to the other side of the tunnel and are still in the old ways. Don't act or react, but go within, calm down, and check if there is still something you need to release. Do it and you will feel much better. Until we reach the solar eclipse on December 4th, we need to clear the residue of the old out of our systems, because we will go through another tunnel and jump the highest possible timeline ever. The eclipse was so powerful, we are clearing thousands of years of shadows and conditioning out of our systems, and a lot of you might feel extremely tired, even exhausted right now. Our bodies went through another deep purging, and they need some rest. Remember, we are still clearing, as the full moon and eclipse effect will be present for a few days. Rest as much as you can and spend some time outside in nature. It will lift you up and bring you moments of happiness and love. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Karen Lithica, anchor your light. For many are feeling the great shifts as it occurs in interactions step by step. We each adjust to the flows, the changes before us. To breathe in light, accept light. To realize the grounding of your light is fundamental to your light assimilation, as many have woken rapidly and seek clarity for the light quickening. Moment by moment you are elevating now, moving rapidly, as the light awareness is enabling you to reach higher depths of self-mastery. For the light within you is awakening, and is the internal compass you should follow. The task before you is to follow this internal light stream to easily access the higher light wisdom you seek. As your world is rapidly adjusting, reaching new horizons of light, awakening, expanding, arising, we are light. As the light journey continues for the awakened galactic residents of Gaia, may we uprise in unity and love, sending waves of cosmic love, new earth light, the Arcturians, and Karen from KarenLithica.com, and from Divine Sistar of the Light, Ramona Lappin. In the blink of an eye, we shall all awaken in a totally new time-space coordinate reality timeline. Epic quantum collapse of lower artificial timelines realities equal false limiting programming beliefs in progress. Time is folding in on itself, supported by major mother arc and tri-wave zero-point field activations, pure divine love healing all of creation back to perfection at quantum God speed. Perseverance, faith, belief, and trust carry us through to the final and full breakthrough. This journey takes mountains of trust, faith, tenacity, perseverance, patience, surrender, and believing in yourself. The divine plan, divine timing, and the divine right order for things to unfold. This path is not for the faint of heart, but for brave hearts. It's for the visionaries, the architects of all new worlds, the pioneers, the path cutters, the change makers, the forerunners, the seers, the oracles, the healers, the wisdom keepers, the magicians, the priests and priestesses, the true kings and queens, the believers. I know many of us have felt like the manifestation of what we have worked so hard for to be imminent for a while now, that we can't even believe it hasn't happened yet. Remember, this is co-creation. We aim with our arrow, but the rest is up to the wind. If we want collective control narratives, energies to dissolve, then we have to do this within ourselves first. We are the change by being the change. Let go of all remaining need to control that's still held in your body, as the need to control comes from a fear that things are not exactly how they're supposed to be, so we try to manipulate and influence the outcome. This is also about us truly believing that God has our back, and ultimately everything is truly rigged in our favor. I know it doesn't often seem that way. Why would He allow such suffering? Until we truly understand we have created it all by ourselves, but also as one consciousness, to learn through experience what true divine love really is, and all that it is not. To learn for ourselves what is supportive to our soul's expansion, evolution, and growth, and that which is not. We didn't just want to obey blindly and listen to a God to tell us what is right or wrong. We came to learn through experience. God, which in truth is us and never separate from us, allowed us to experience the creation of realities through experimentation. We have co-created this together as one. So we are now asked to truly, deeply surrender it all and fully trust in God, in ourselves, and the divine plan. Believing in God is believing in ourselves. The more we truly believe that everything is always serving us, that even the most painful experiences are all supporting our growth and not hindering it, the more we can see the underlying, overlying truth that all and everything is always working out for us. The more we reaffirm that all is coming together, the more we will see this reflected in our realities. Only fear and underlying belief systems that we are sometimes not even aware of will create that which we don't want to experience. So if, for example, we believe that we will never be happy in love or that it is not safe to love, then we will help create those very experiences that will reaffirm that belief. Remember, realities are based on belief systems which have been created through repetitive thought patterns. Thoughts create things. Everything is truly perfect. Then the paradox, of course, is also that it is not as we do not wish to continue to learn through suffering. In the end, suffering is necessary until it no longer is. To transcend this, we have to first of all fully accept love and understand that all we have experienced throughout many existences has had a divine order underlying its creation and unfoldments. We can't change anything until we have it fully accepted and love the journey for what it was, including the immense suffering we have experienced. We came to learn through experience, for we wanted to know for ourselves and not just be told. It's our human perception and polarized way of perceiving reality that judges things as good or bad. Ultimately, all just is, and has an underlying perfection to it. Once we have come to see the perfection of it all, we then can change and shift our realities to those that are enjoyable in nature, and do no longer create suffering as we understand what serves us and what doesn't. As the way we think and perceive the world changes, we then also have to apply these shifts in the form of changed behaviors also. But first of all, we have to make peace with ourselves, our journey, and all of creation. We cannot change that which we resist, judge, and condemn. Realize that all was necessary for us to come back to our true self, our own unique essence, back to divine love of self and all of creation, learning many lessons and reclaiming our full, God-given power. Thank you for never giving up, however hard it seemed and almost killed you, us, many times. Thank you for believing and trusting even when you had moments where you just gave up, allowing an even deeper surrender to God. Thank you for being your true, authentic self even when you were ostracized and abandoned because of it. Thank you for doing your journey your way and through that anchoring your own divine frequency into this plane. Thank you for being you. There's only one of you for a reason. The world needs you and your gifts, abilities, and talents. This is our true wealth. All right there inside of us. Keep shining, keep crying, keep laughing, keep being whatever arises from within you at any given moment, being your true, authentic self above all else, no matter what, before anyone told you how to be, not to be, what is right and wrong, no more trying to fit in or gaining approval from the outside. When we fully love and accept ourselves for who we truly are, we will find that our realities will reflect this back to us more and more, and we find others that are aligned with our frequency and that of truth. What the world needs most is love, authenticity, and truth. So let's keep anchoring this. It changes everything when we walk in integrity with what we believe in. Divine love truly heals all wounds, all illusions of separation and lower realities. Thank you for believing no matter what this reality reflected back at you, us, beyond all reason, beyond all doubt, beyond all illusions, beyond all naysayers. It takes a very brave soul to keep going when having experienced innumerable pushbacks, attacks, and defeats. But in the end, our faith and belief in ourselves and God's source, the universe, is what won it all. Can you feel it? All new worlds rising. Trust, believe, have faith. Just a little while longer now. Feel, see, know that it has already happened, and tune into that parallel reality timeline whilst we keep releasing all that is not, which is fear-based. Know it is already here. Act as if it has already happened. Always, now. Keep overwriting, recoding, decoding, and reprogramming the old realities with all new creations, as truly we're always watching the past. Gratitude and pure divine love for all of God's creations is what will shift us to experience all new now. Don't let the outer illusions throw you off track when it's oh so close, or rather, already here. Can you feel the breakthrough happening now? Can you feel the freedom at hand? Can you feel what is coming? Now remember your mission and how freaking powerful you are, and let's do this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Eternal love and blessings, Ramona. And from the family of Aketa, Pleiadian Collective, disclosure is upon the planet. Friends of Earth, we speak to the light, for in these moments only light can perceive our messages clearly. Reading or hearing words does not produce the clarity of understanding. So the darkness proceeds and stares in confusion while the light absorbs truth and grows brighter. Never has there been such twists of communication by your mainstream media as now. As disclosure is upon the planet, there is fear with those who have never understood. Some beings before you have taken the truth heard and brought it forward themselves, as it can no longer be denied that many galactic forces are being seen. Their agenda remains dark, and confusion will surround them until they observe the great number of humans missing. Indeed, the world will change in the twinkling of an eye. In ancient dreams, there were artifacts left for you. Some of you were the souls that left them. Paintings and etchings in stone are there to remind you who you really are. You knew the plan would never end. You understood that friends from higher realms were of high technology and brought gifts of animals, plants, and food. There were great teachings of architecture, and many structures were built to remain for this very dream of now. Do not be tricked by the human looks of clones. Some malfunctions before you. Others look almost perfect because you see them very briefly. Adjustments are continual, and puppet masters are always near. You are here with great purpose. You are also here to enjoy your human life to the fullest. Your higher self will guide you to peace when you become still and quiet. You always have choices. Choose wisely. Before the moment is now to transcend the limitations of your humanness, it is wise to be fully present in your experience of it. For then you will be free to be grateful for the story that has brought you to the awakening process, with bumps and bruises, love and loss, and at last the knowing that you are not this person at all. Who are you? You are powerful beyond your present knowledge. You are one with all life. You are infinite and multidimensional. You have a planet of origin and a name created with tones and color. You are sacred and part of the one source. You are light. We hold you infinitely as we see you as you truly are. We are the Pleiadian Collective. We love you so. Wow. Did you feel that one? We are in perfect alignment with our Pleiadian brothors and sisters of the light. This was from disclosurenews.it. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Acura. Arcturian Energy Report. Intensive DNA upgrades, strong energy boosts from Archangel Miku L and Yeshua. Hey beautiful soul, currently very strong energy pushes from the higher planes are taking place. Maybe you feel strong symptoms at the moment. Maybe you feel sick or dizzy. These energies come from Archangel Miku L. He sends you his unconditional love and his power. For a few days, Archangel Miku L is working more with us, and also we, the Arcturians, feel his presence and receive new DNA upgrades. Physical symptoms: dizziness, cold, back pain, headache, third eye pain. Emotional symptoms: deep gratitude, deep unconditional love, tears of joy, strong emotional swings. Archangel Miku L is working very strongly at the moment and helps us to erase the last dark remnants. Since the dark instances have left our solar system and all dark portals around the earth have been closed, Archangel Miku L is working to keep these portals closed and is sending a lot of light to the earth, also to our galactic brothers and sisters in lower dimensions. It is energy directly from the source, from the 13th dimension, which flows down to us. It serves that all receive new upgrades and we all work together even better. The earth takes this light from the 13th dimension into itself. For them it means a very strong healing, and maybe you women will feel very strong fluctuations at the moment. The feminine elemental force is also being recoded, and especially you women are even more connected to the ether of Mother Earth. You feel even more sensitive how the earth is doing, and she is currently experiencing a very strong healing. She takes the light from the 13th dimension and becomes even more permeable to light. It also serves to pull your vibration upwards. Also, for the men who want to bring the female energy even more into balance, now have the opportunity to take this energy also strengthened. Perhaps you currently also feel strong energy surges in your heart. Yes, because also the Christ light is currently strongly sent to you. Yeshua, who has also found his place in the angelic ranks, is currently working strongly with Archangel Miku L. He sends you a lot of unconditional love directly into your hearts. Stay in your heart. Archangel Miku L is here to protect you. Archangel Miku L is very much protecting the newly built 5D portals at the moment. He defends them with his brothers and sisters and sends us a lot of light from the angelic realm. Yeshua is also currently working hard and sends us a lot of love. Take this chance and feel your heart. It will feel like it will explode when you get involved. Maybe you will also cry with joy because of this wonderful gift that you're allowed to be here. Yeshua does it because he knows how it was on earth. He himself, like you, had taken a human body, and he incarnated in a time quality which was very, very dark. He remembers a time when people did not know who to believe either. People who were confused, no longer knew who they were. Yeshua knows this feeling very well, and we are currently going through a similar time. Much confusion, many half-truths, many distortions. Yeshua wants to tell you that you will always find the truth within yourself. It is first and foremost in your heart. You will always find the answer there. You as mankind on earth have only been so strongly conditioned to your mind that it likes to take over. Go into the silence and feel into your heart center. Do you feel what is actually happening right now? Do you feel how light the energy of the earth has already become? Do you feel how the contact with the spiritual world is becoming lighter and lighter? Do you see these beautiful events, or do you still let the dark instances, which have taken on a human body, pull you into their dark timelines? You know when you feel in your heart that something wonderful is happening. You feel that something wonderful is coming. There has never been anything like it since the fall of Atlantis. Rejoice in it. Stay focused on this path. Create this new world together with us. This happens best when you direct your energy into your heart center. Then you feel that something great is coming. The dark forces will still work here as humans are already very weakened. They either have the choice to go along, to raise their vibration, or they will not make it. Their bodies will collapse. Also, their technology will not be able to protect them for it, and also their technology will not be able to stop this ascent. It doesn't work anymore. It only works when you direct your energy into the mind. Then they can still work strong with you for the moment. But they are getting weaker and weaker. Trust yourself. Have compassion. Forgive them. Forgive yourself. Each and every one of us is on this path. Every single one of us is in this process. Not even the source wants you to worship it. We all want you to recognize us as part of the family, that we all help and support each other. We all belong to each other. Wear your uniqueness outside and forgive yourself. Practice humility because you, like all of us, were wrong once. We learn together, and all that remains is the connection to your heart. You are infinitely loved. We love you. We see you. From psychicmedium-akura.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Astro Mama, Sun in Sagittarius, Eclipse, Truth Bombs Ignite, embracing the wisdom to follow your heart, the calling of freedom plus authenticity. On November 21st, 22nd, the Sun, which represents our ego, vitality, and life force, shifts from the deep waters of Scorpio over to the fiery trailblazer of Sagittarius. Sagittarius, the 9th zodiac sign, deals with truth, wisdom, travel, expansion, and luck. Considering that we are still in the fated and life-changing energies of eclipse season, this is sure to be an eventful, saggy season. In fact, the next 2 weeks in particular will throw some crazy energy our way, so prepare as best as possible. When we are between eclipses, the cosmic realms can throw us mystical and magical experiences. At the same time, these energies can be quite intense as we literally are purging past traumas and healing deep ancestral wounding. Being gentle with yourself and one another is key. The Sun in Sagittarius wants to light a fire under your derriere and to inspire you to stand up for the truth and nothing but the truth. There will be some major revelations and realizations that could rock the foundations of many people. Some of these could involve no longer tolerating less than you deserve from a relationship, job, or societal structure. Whatever comes up is sure to create some fireworks and a renewal of owning one's sovereignty and freedom. You can't tame a wild beast with a heart that longs for truth and authenticity. This is the essence of this powerful Sagittarius season. For people born on or close to the next solar eclipse in Sagittarius, December 3rd, who have their ascendant, moon, or any important angles, IC 4th house cusp, DC 7th house cusp, or MC 10th house cusp, close to 12 degrees of Sagittarius, expect even greater changes and shifts. As mentioned, eclipses are course correctors. We often don't see these changes on the horizon, but the universe is wise, and it often propels us towards our ultimate life mission and destiny. My advice, spoken like a true Sag ascendant, is to not resist but to surrender and allow these changes and shifts. When we allow and surrender, this is when the magic and miraculous energy of eclipses can really manifest some unbelievable and amazing occurrences. From astromama.com, and from Here in the Moon Astrology, Sunday, November 21st, 2021. This week there's a celestial reminder that the truth will set you free. In case you thought it was a one-off event, the outworkings of last Friday's lunar eclipse across Taurus, Scorpio will continue to move and remove pieces on the chessboard of your life during the next 6 months, people, familiars, relationships, and situations whose time has come. Let the dust settle and don't rush to premature judgment. The elements shift on Sunday the 21st of November as the sun refracts through the prism of fire sign Sagittarius. All week the Sun and Mercury conjunct the karmic south node of fate and oppose the north node. Watch for the infamous Sagittarian hoof and mouth syndrome. The south node of fate in Sagittarius is a karmic caveat. Not to mention data or information for wisdom, not to cut corners in any way, shape, or form with the truth as you perceive it, to drop simplistic ideas of right and wrong, to avoid falling down the rabbit hole of conspiracy theories on social media, to triple check everything you post, text, or message. If you consider yourself an influencer of any sort or have online followers, engage in less teaching and more inspiration. Sagittarius ruled by Jupiter needs a cause, so as your fires of enthusiasm build, think long-term impact within the evolutionary endgame. In December, day after day, wave after wave of off-the-scales astrology will accelerate the great unveiling that began on November 19th at the Taurus eclipse, escalating at the Sagittarian solar eclipse. Frame it as a necessary reattunement ahead of the incoming Neptunian tsunami of disillusion that will define 2022. From Here in the Moon Astrology.co.uk, and from Divine Sistar of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Mercury in Scorpio, sextile Pluto in Capricorn. Mercury, the god of mind and communication, and Pluto, lord of the underworld, invite us to transform our thinking, discuss our fears, and root out important information. A psychopomp, the winged messenger, bridges the world of the living and the world of the dead. the seen and the unseen, the known and the unknown. If we have questions, now is the time to ask, as Pluto offers up jewels from deep within the unconscious. The strength of this transit offers compelling insight. Put your mind to work. Focus on what needs to be done. Investigate, research, contemplate. Journal your thoughts for further exploration. Let go of outworn patterns of thinking. Speak your truth with courage and authenticity to gain a listening ear. Optimize the way you communicate. What you say has power. Even the words you say to yourself, use them effectively. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And from 13 Moon Peace Time. Keen 82, white, self-existing wind. Date, the wind is here. Date opens inner eye. Within the physical forms of each here present is the breath of spirit. Date, the wind is touching everyone upon the planet. A great teaching of the cosmic nature is here. Date has many forms and much strength. The breath of Creator is here. The wind that comes to you is the breath of the cosmic silver dragon. The Milky Way does breathe forth the fires of purity. These are the same that touch your skin by gentle breeze or blowing gale. It is the breath of the great silver dragon. To walk in this universe is to walk within the starry being that is a wise one, a dreamer. You see, Date, the wind, is the presence that does give life to the universe, and dost bring the elements of time to all. Thus it is that the silver dragon, the sky queen, does bring forth from the heart of love the very breath of thy consumption, and upon the earth the licking flames of the wind dost consume us, which need not be any longer. Date is the sacred breath, and this rainbow wind carries the power of Heyoka, for with the whirling waters of cosmic breath dost come the lightning waters, the coyote keen as well. Aquarius is here. Therefore, peoples, you must learn how to breathe with the wind. Prepare yourselves for the lightning waters. These are great powers of old and are now visiting the lands around the globe. They are fires of spirit's breath, silver dragon of wisdom, the universal breath, whispered, scan. You must learn to breathe in a new way, within thy mind's eye. The wind is here to open your true sight. The wind is blowing down that straw that ties the eye of forehead's vision to the well of dreams, of grandmother mystery, and ties your medulla to your heart. This is your sacred breath, O peoples, for you shall learn to breathe as the wind. Star Law Manual of the Galactic Federation Manual. Overtoned peacock moon of radiance. In the overtoned moon we command the form of our service. This moon we ask, how can I best empower myself? Beyond logic there is creative thought. Beyond creative thought there is imagination. The loss of imagination is one of the most destructive forces on the planet. With the internet and smartphones we now have the world at our fingertips, so there is not much left for imagination. It is within the imaginal realm that the solutions to our problems lie. But to enter this magical space requires taking time to slow down the way we think and behave. This slower pace creates an inner calmness that returns us to the flow of natural time. From relaxing into the space of natural time, we begin to comprehend an always existing reality that is often overlooked by our busy lives. Your imagination is your preview of life's coming attractions. Albert Einstein, Keen 260. You are invited to use the 28 days of this moon to re-empower your imagination. Commit time each day to meditate and slow your mind. Set an intention. Ask to be shown new direction in your dream time. Imagination is our ultimate creative power. Thinking is instantaneous, but comprehension requires imagination. The overtoned moon is also known as the command tower within the 13 moons. Use this 28-day cycle to empower a new vision for your life. Call on the power of imaginal realm to assist you. Imagination defines the supersensible range of possibilities, open to the superconscious states of mind, no longer limited by physical domain conditions. Volom Vatan. Noah's Letter 69, lawoftime.org, from 13moonpeacetime.com. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 82, white, self-existing wind. Self-existing is the name for the number 4, and its keywords are definition, form, and measure. Day 4 is all about the details, taking a closer look and scrutinizing. Weigh up what you need and what you don't. Make a list and take care of the practicalities. Today is white wind, and its keywords are communication, breath, and spirit. These days are always good for conversations, debates, public speaking, speaking your mind, reciting poetry, or shouting from the rooftops. Express yourself verbally today and get it off your chest. As it is a number 4 day, this suggests that you should read the small print, read between the lines, and thoroughly examine any document you are asked to sign. Be precise with what you say and say what you mean. Be clear if you want to be properly understood. The guide today is the white mirror, which symbolizes reflecting truth. If the truth influences your communication today, all will be well. Don't try to get away with lying. You'll trip up on the details and get caught out. This is a great guide for an information gathering day. And today from Divine Sistar of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio. White, self-existing wind. 4 Eek. Keen 82. 21st of November 2021. Heavenly communication. Defining a new heaven on earth. 21/11/2021 equal 21/2/221 equal 325 equal 37 equal 10 equal 1 3223 Divine Partnership Code. Day codes 21 Crown of the Magi, Victory, Rewards, 3 Holy Trinity, Joy, Creativity, 10 Manifestation, Power, Authority, 1 New Beginnings, Original, Leader. Month year codes 11 Portal, Gate, Polarity, 2 Twins, Partner, Cooperation, 5 Freedom, Liberation, Change, Transformation, 7 Spiritual, Magic, Mystic, Initiation. Keen 82 equal 10 Manifestation, Authority, Power, Leader, New Beginnings. Keen 82 holds the combined power of the masculine and feminine archetypes in the Mayan culture. Mayan king Pakal Voltan held the masculine lineage from which Jose Arguelles Volum Voltan drew his ancestry. Bolon Eek, alias Loidine Arguelles, the twin flame of Jose, held the feminine archetype. So today we have merging of the two by the power of the wind, coming together to build a new foundation for their union. This is a powerful twin flame day to construct a sturdy foundation for your divine unions and combine mission and service to spirit. Day 4 in the Blue Storm wave spell of purification, cleansing, transformation, and evolution. Today we measure and define the chaos and disharmony in order to transform it into something new. A new foundation for our creations, unions, structures, and systems built on the guidance from spirit. Tone of creation, self-existing. Tone 4 in the mental realm. Action measures, power defines, essence form. Self-existing number 4 takes form, and we have ourselves a square shape. Self-existing, measuring, and defining. Very intelligent, fascinated by self. We now have built a sturdy platform upon which further growth takes place. Dispense with the rest and build your new solid foundations on the basis of divine love, loyalty, and magical manifestations. Today we tune into the whisperings of the white wind, Great Spirit, in order to communicate the will of God, Goddess, and the divine plan. Today's question is, how are the winds of change guiding me to define and construct new foundations for my life as I communicate divine will? The winds of change are upon us. Allow Spirit to be your navigator. Divine blessings for the construction of divine partnerships and communities supported by Spirit. In la ketch a la keen, Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 82, White, Self-Existing Wind. The mantra, the code for today is, I define in order to communicate. Measuring breath, I seal the input of Spirit. With the self-existing tone of form, I am guided by the power of endlessness. And on this powerful day of transformations, manifestations, and activations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're feeling, what you're seeing, your visions, your dreams, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue this work. 4444 coming in. I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Angel of the Light, Ash Ram, for your pledge and support on Patreon, and welcome to the tribe of the Eagle and the Condor. I would like to also welcome and thank Divine Sister of the Light, Margareta J, for your pledge and support on Patreon, and welcome to the tribe of the Eagle and the Condor. If you'd like to help support our work and help us to be able to continue bringing these transmissions to the world, you can make a monthly pledge at Patreon at our link at whitegoldeagle.com. Or if you'd like to make a one-time donation to our cause, our work and efforts, you can make a donation to our PayPal account at eaglelovecondor.com. Now I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condor's artwork on Etsy. You can purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, zodiac goddesses, angels, healing jewelry, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmissions with powerful codes from two sources. First from 13lunas.net, Galactic Archetype, Self-Existing House of the High Priestess, 7th Gate of the Heptad. The Wizard of the Infinity opens the door of the cube. Enter the High Priestess, bearer of the Spirit of Prophecy, guided by the yogi, yogini, master of meditation, supported by the navigator, guardian of the synchronic codes, synchronotron, challenged, strengthened by the wise, the governor, the prudent judge, and receives the hidden help of the world changer, master alchemist. 13lunas.net, from 13 Moon Peacetime, Galactic Archetype 2, High Priestess. I am the High Priestess, coded by the white wind. I enter your universe through the second light gate. My number is 2, the challenge of the wind. As it turns in every direction, harnessing the power of the word, let your tongue speak only what is glorious. Is my challenge to you, for I am the Lady of the Winds, keeper of the mind tunnels, open through crystal song. From my crown, my hair emerges. As the top knot of the infinite, I am the holder of the spirit of prophecy. I harness the energy of breath, filling the body with vitality. The jewel on my forehead is the indestructible wisdom that illuminates my every thought, sent by divine decree. My command is always directed to your spirit essence alone. Listen for me always when the wind arises from nowhere. From 13moonpeacetime.com. All things arise from the stillness, the silence, and return to source. Allow the resonance, the frequency, the sound to guide you back to the silence, back to the void, and then through the portal, through the eye of the needle, into the infinite, unknowable mind of the great mystery. And we activate you in this now. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Today was also a powerful 2121 portal of the 33 of divine mastery, the sacred architect of peace. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace in every step. Keep shining your light brightly into the night, and be sure to make this the best day ever. The Eagle and the Condor love you all. Namaste.